14 is Easter, and Easter means scallops. So for week 14, Easter weekend, I'm down at Coles Bay with a group of the Tasburos crew. So we got their catch and cook on as well that weekend on the Saturday. So all exciting down on the East Coast. Firstly, here's a Friday afternoon dive. Nice and calm. I've thrown the flasher. Nothing's come in on it. Oh well. Check again. This time going down. I think I've got the flasher in my hand or back in the belt. Just seeing what might come in if I hang out in these weeds. And as soon as I settle in, something's coming straight for me. Take a closer look. That's a goatfish. I happen to love goatfish. I think, alright, maybe I'll take this goatfish. Safety's on, whoops. And you can see the fins flare up there. It's like, hang on, I'm going to get out of here, but it was a little bit too late for that goatfish.
That's dinner!
So looking around, I've taken the flasher out, done a couple of throws, but nothing much has come in on it. Here I've got a bunch of, I think that's jack mackerel there. No, did have jack mackerel and did see a couple of trevally, but they did not come anywhere near me. Just smaller jacks. Hanging around for a bit of the dive. Here Callum's got my attention, he's shot something.
What's for dinner? So boys!
Nice zebrafish. So I go down for a bit of a squeeze down in that same spot. Have a bit of a look around. Big wrasse. Being Friday, I wasn't sure how many days I'd be away. I didn't want to shoot too many fish, just what I wanted to eat for dinner and breakfast. So for anyone that knows me knows I love to eat goatfish for breakfast. And there was another one there, but not quite close enough. Going to check out some more terrain. A few more jacks. And I think to myself, alright, maybe I could go into these for dinner. Yep, looks like the right time. And the safety was on again. I don't know what I've done to bump it on twice. So I don't know how that was. Still got the shot. I think okay, safety doesn't matter too much. You can't quite see it there, but ended up ripping it off. I didn't have a very good shot. Ah well. Back down to look around some more. Some nice silver sweet there, blue throat. Checking out these holes, crevices. Didn't take a torch with me, it was a bit late in the afternoon, so it was hard to see too far under there. Who knows what was in there. Yeah, lots of really cool terrain on the East Coast, I love it. Going down for another drop. Ooh, another goat. And that herring carp was just coming in. It really wanted me to take it instead, but I was like, no.
Good fish!
So, goat for dinner, goat for breakfast. Love a good goat. There's Ethan. Looking around at stuff. And here's a draft board. He was gunning in, and he's like, nah. Oh, nothing to do with you.
The ultimate breakfast fish.
Alright, then we're on to Saturday. This is the big day. Got to get some scallops. I had a plan for a what I wanted to cook in the catch and cook, I needed about 20 to 30 scallops. So first spot we stop off, it's just for a bit of a swim around, get comfortable. A couple of boys look for some crays. Through the flasher, harass some wrasse. Yeah, so about this stage I was thinking, oh okay, I wouldn't mind warming up on a wrasse. There wasn't too many fish around here and they were quite flighty. But I think the closer I came to the decision I wouldn't mind taking a wrasse, the further it hung around me. There's a goatfish coming in, and again I'm thinking about it, and I think I'll go, nah, it's a bit small. And it spooks. It just gets terrified.
Female.
With the eggs, yeah.
Oh, she's got eggs. She's got eggs, does she? No, so she's got the
no
bigger.
eggs on her.
Nah, but that's the biggest fitter room.
Okay.
There's Kanan, got a nice cray there. She went back, she was just a bit small. Oh, I've gone and thrown the flasher again. So I can hang out with draft board sitting on the bottom and flighty fish. Lots of wrasse. So right, a family of goatfish is coming in on the left here. Again, I'll think about it, but they're just a little bit small. It is catch and cook day too, so a little goatfish isn't going to do much for a catch and cook competition. Now we're out on the scallop beds. So out here it's about 10 metres ish. It's been pretty productive in previous years, this location. However, this year there was just nothing alive. Everything was dead. Had these sea stars chewing on what was left. Lots of empty shells. So interesting, we all, it was a big talking point for the weekend. It was very, very hard work finding scallops. So there's a few times I think I've gotten one, and I did think that one there was sealed, but it was dead inside. There was nothing alive inside that shell, unfortunately. Yeah, we were talking about it quite a bit, about what's happened here. It does seem scallops do have or scallop beds generally have a lifespan of about 5-ish years, so it could have just come to the end of this bed's life. But yeah, it was lots of talk about water temperature and commercial fishing and rec fishing. There was this weekend, and I guess every Easter there's always a lot of reckies going out trying to get their scallops. New rules. So the new rules, for those that don't know, is you can have your observers, as long as they've got their licenses on a boat, you can get their bag limit. Maximum 250 scallops per boat. So when you're struggling to find any, there's a little one. But yeah, I think I took 3 up with me from this deeper dives, and they're all dead. After trialling a few different spots around the 10 metre mark, it was a lot of work on free dive. We went to check out another spot. Again, the boys are looking for crayfish. Me, I just wanted to find some fish. Just try to think what would be the next best dish I could do with the ingredients I've got if I can't get scallops. Wasn't quite sure, but that's when I thought, alright, a nice big fish might help. There's a lovely tire. Kanan's got a nice big cray. There's some little crays. Always good to see the little crays, little hula fish. The magpie perch, don't see too many of them on the east coast, but do see them every now and then. Now we're on to another spot, a bit shallower than the other one for scallops. This wasn't too bad of a spot last year, but again it was just few and far between these scallops. Looking around, and yeah, not much action on the scallop front. Even the mussels seem pretty thin this year. These sea stars are enjoying them. Having a chew. Yeah, I think this was about 6 metres. Few shells there, but they're all empty. Were a few small ones here, so I was seeing more small ones than I wasn't at the deeper waters.
There's a few around here, but they're small. I've got one size.
I found a living one, but I'm not. Are you going ground?
One size. No, too small.
So by this stage it's already after 2 PM and I've got one scallop. So it was a little bit heartbreaking not seeing too many scollies. Too many size and not dead scollies. But we persevered a bit longer, just looking for them. Yeah, very excited. 3 at this stage. So there's a lot of scallop footage I'm not using as well. At this point I've just decided, okay, I'm going to just dive down and swim fast. I'm scanning a little bit lazier, just trying to cover some ground. Usually when there's a live scolly you can notice them. Especially if you're swimming through and you're annoying them, I guess. Their eyes usually see you and they close up, or sometimes they'll even try to swim away. So the good thing about scallops is I am faster than them. So here you can see I finally found some good ground. I remember just not long after I found this ground, and when I say good ground, compared to previous years it wasn't that great, but there were scallops. So once I got out here, the boys had all jumped in the boat and they were getting ready to go, and I did a drop while they were watching me and pulled up 3 size scallops. So I only had 3 scallops before I got there, and then they saw me pull up 3 in one hit. I said, boys, get back in. And I don't think anyone got their bag limit because we didn't want to hang around too long, and they were still relatively thin in this spot. We did get onto them, so that was good. We all got enough scallops to do our dishes for the night, so that was good. All the scallops I captured went into my catch and cook dish, so that was very good. A few commercials there too, so I don't know if you can tell the difference from the footage. So the commercials kind of dig in a bit more than sit on top. It was a little bit hard to see because if you've spotted the scallop like that one, by the time I get to it, my head's not looking at it, just because the camera's on top of my head, not at my chest level. Good for watching me catch fish, I guess, but not so much for the scallops. But yeah, it was a very big day, a lot of work. I think I got high 30s, maybe just below 40 scallops after a whole day of diving. Shot no fish, so it was a pretty great fun day, just a lot of work. Good to get a win in the end though. I do love scallops. I'll have to look for some new grounds, I think. Interesting where the scallops are thicker, the oysters also seem to be a lot thicker too. There's some mussels. One shellfish, all the shellfish. So yeah, if you've noticed the scallop's been a bit different this year and you got some theories, let me know. Anyways, we all got into the catch and cook. There's the dishes getting served up. It was a lot of work, but we got some gorgeous meals. Anyways, for the catch and cook video, I will provide a link down down below, so if you want to watch that video, just click on that one, see more about the lovely recipes that everyone made. Sunday I jumped back in the drink to get some Scollies, and based on where they weren't and where they were, I just went further away from where they weren't and more towards where they were. Didn't take any footage of getting the Scallops anyway, but I think you've seen enough of that. There's a cool goat. Saying hooroo to a stingray after I've caught my bag. So I got a full bag on the Sunday. Here with the supervisor, who's been managing the situation. We have shells. We have some Scollies. We have some glizzy bits. Safety manager wasn't interested in those, so maybe later if we do something with them. A few fancy ones in the esky with some mussels might chew on later. Yeah.
Like take a quick photo now before she pulls them all out, then get a photo in about 30 minutes when she's like screwing them all in.
So the puppy had no interest in the scallop shells. Dumped them all in there. Here she is. What are we doing? What are you doing? You can do whatever you want to do, I'm not judging you. Now she likes them all of a sudden. You got a scallop shell. That's alright. Finishing touch. And nothing like a bit of creamy scallop pasta to finish the week off as the weather starts getting cold.